Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Star Spinner Tarot by Trungles. There is a website for this, chroniclebooks.com. Yep. Why am I so scattered all of a sudden? Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. There's a website, but it's from 2002, heyhouse.com. I believe it's out of date, but there is a more updated one. If you go to a search, like a Google search or your favorite search engine, Hay House, one word. And then if you put astrology after it, I know I have a calendar, a current calendar from them, so you can find them. I don't know what that website is right off the top of my head. But if you're interested, there you go. What do we have for Gemini? Why is there so much? What do you... Okay. Time to go? Is it time to go? Like, you're going to shock somebody. Release of stress. The release of stress. We're all dealing with the release of stress right here for Gemini. And there's something that's... I think you've made up your mind. I think you've already made up your mind. It's just time to act on it. Somebody's not really working to your advantage here. And they don't seem to think that you're going to do anything about it. I feel like they give you a hard time. They give you a hard time, but it seems very random. And it's kind of like, it may be just like little things here and there, but it's constant. Little things here and there, little things here and there, little things here and there. And what I'm getting is like it really gets under your skin sometimes. Three of Swords, but you also have your challenge card. Even though the Three of Swords are there, it's something that you're working with and you're kind of dealing with. Whoever this is seems to think that you're not going to go anywhere. I feel like you're kind of being treated like a punching bag, emotional punching bag. Because I'm seeing this as a challenge card in the environment, kind of like, this doesn't fit. This is kind of like, you know, I feel like it's kind of toxic in some situation. I just feel like somebody's dumping on you and treating you poorly. I don't know if you would say it was an emotional... I don't know. I feel like it is, though, because I'm feeling like it may not even be like flat out insults, but they're always pointing out things you could have done better. They're always finding holes in things that may not have holes in them. They're pointing out what they think are your shortcomings. It's just constant. It just feels like it's constant. Like, you got to work on that, Gemini, and oh, you got to work on this, Gemini, and oh, didn't think about that, did you, Gemini? And you're like, well, I actually did, just didn't have a chance to tell you about it. Sure you did, Gemini. I'm sure you did. Like, they're just rotten is what I'm getting. I don't know if this is the trick of this one. I don't know if they're a bad person or just like they're venting. It's like they've decided that it's okay to kind of treat you like this, and it's not. And I'm getting the victory with the energy is kind of like you're getting fed up with it. Ironically, I think what this energy is going to do is that you're going to get fed up and you're going to head out. Because I'm getting you're heading out here with the Cancer card. I've kind of had it is what I'm getting. It's a long-term situation. It feels like I've been dealing with it quite a long time. And it's just hitting that point where it's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore, and I'm not just thinking about my possibilities. I'm not just exploring my possibilities. I'm going to go choose one. I feel like you're already choosing one, and I feel like it's a nervous energy, kind of like, I don't want to walk away from something to find something worse. I'm getting that you are leaving. Is it something better or worse? Because I know you're shocking somebody, but you're done. And I'm getting the Glamour card. Like, I don't even think you're telling this person why. I almost feel like that's kind of... like, you're just leaving them in bewilderment. Like, yeah, it was good, but it's time to go. Like, you're not even going to argue with them or tell them all the things they did wrong. I feel like you're leaving them in the dark. You've got the Death card, but that's the Lover. It's one of the Lover's cards. There's, like, 4 in this deck, and you have 2 on the table. One is an abusive one, though, the position it's in. The other one's going to your benefit. I don't think you're telling... I don't think... because you got the Glamour here with this, I don't think you're letting it... like, if they don't know, I'm not going to tell them. I feel like it's kind of like that. I feel like they're kind of like, well, what's wrong? Well, why are you going? Like, what's going on? What's wrong? And you're like, nothing. It's just time to go. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Nope, no problems here. I just feel like you're leaving them in the dark. Kind of like, if you don't know what you did that upset me, like, you're a bigger train wreck than I thought you were. Um, like, if it's really that bad that you don't understand why I'm leaving, there was no fixing that anyway. Because I keep seeing like you're not gonna go with it. You're like, I'm just gonna go, and you can wonder if you're that clueless, if you're really that clueless. I think that's just desserts. Because this person really, I feel like it's person. I don't know exactly what context, like work or family or family. Like if it's family, like there's something you share in common with them, and you're disconnecting that somehow. Like you're whatever you, if it's family and there's something you have to do together, or maybe there's property you own together. You're selling your side of it, or you're doing something to change this so you don't have to deal with them anymore. Not like this. And if they're, I see they don't seem to understand. When it happens, it really seems like they don't seem to understand. Like they really don't get it. They're shocked that you're doing what you're doing. And it's kind of like on your side, you're like, how can you be shocked? How can you be shocked? They seem to be upset about it. And they're just kind of like, I don't understand why you did this to me, Gemini. I feel like they're playing the poor me card. This energy doesn't match you. I feel like they literally might not realize. Is that real? Because what I'm feeling is like, they to them it might be just kind of like, this is just how you work, and it works for them. So since it works for them, they just assume it works for you, and you're like, no, it doesn't work for me. How could that work for anybody? They've got the Temperance with the King of Cups coming in here. They really were just used to the way this situation went. I do think this person really cares about you, but this isn't healthy. This isn't good for you. Ironically, I do think they really do care about you, but it's just not working. I'm trying to see if there's like some other... No, because I'm getting you're out. And you're going towards a victory, like, I need to get out of here. What's the next situation like, though? Because I'm getting like there's a shock that you're leaving, but I also see, I'm kind of feeling like you're going to something else, and this King of Cups energy stays. I don't think the Temperance card stays, though. See, I think this is the next phase for you. You're going into something that's going to be more likely to see your attributes. More likely to be complementary. Go into it slowly, I would say. Whatever's next, all I have is this to go forward with the next situation. And I know it's like, I know it's a general read, but I feel like the next situation does complement you very well. But like, go into it very slowly. Play it like a poker hand. You know what I mean? Go into it very slowly. Your most valuable assets, don't expose those right away. You know, wait till the time is right. Make sure it fits. When for example, if you know a program or something like that, or you can do this well or that well, and maybe not everybody can, don't put that out there just yet. Wait to see what pops up in front of you, and then when you want it, use those attributes to your benefit, but keep it more, like, play it close to your chest, because I just feel like you could end up, even though you're having a better time in the next situation, what I'm more curious, or more cautious about is like somebody like soaking up all your assets and just using them for what they want. If they don't know what you have, like usually Gemini is pretty good at being like a little bit more mysterious sometimes if you want to be. But also, when you've gone through a long period where somebody's been, using all your assets against you and making you feel bad about that, when a new door opens up and somebody's like, "Oh, you're awesome, Gemini. I love these attributes. Tell me what else you can do." It feels very good to have somebody like appreciate you for your true assets. And I just feel like it might turn into this situation where you might just kind of start talking and just kind of showing what you can do because somebody's finally appreciating it the way it should be appreciated. But I'm just like, even though it feels really good, and I feel like it will feel really good, you still want to kind of be careful about how much you put out there. It's the King of Cups, but I'm noticing the claws. I'm just like, be careful. Be very careful. It's someone that's really appreciative and really sees your assets, but you don't want them to suck up all your assets and be able to use them at their will when they decide is right. because they do see your benefit, they do see your value, but some of it you still remember to keep it still, the most valuable ones, keep them close to your chest. You can divulge them later when necessary, just because I feel like it's going to feel really good when somebody really finally appreciates you the way you should be appreciated, and that's kind of why it's hard not to let it all go. I hope that makes sense. Because I know Gemini can be elusive when you want to be. It's just the night day, it's almost like the hot cold of like, I was treated so poorly for so long and my attributes were looked on as negatives, but now somebody sees them. Somebody sees me for the good qualities I have. Just, I don't know if I just hope I'm saying it right so you understand. Because I know that you guys can see millions of angles. I get that. But like, it feels good. When it happens, it just feels so good to be finally seen for who you are and the gifts that you have. I think it's a little addictive. Be aware of it. All right. You're going to do what you have to do. I understand that. Okay. Let's shut it down here. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you want to leave a donation, the information is below for that as well. Thank you very much, and you have a good day.